Okay, once you're here, pick up the pamphlet. You also need this massage oil. You can open this door, but we don't need it right now, so make sure you just leave it. And then we're gonna put this mask on. Now you're gonna use the face lifter. That's how you get the mask off. So if you use the mask to scare the beast and then you have the mask on, it's on a timer. Just make sure you use the face lifter to get it off. You'll get an achievement for scaring the beast with it. You'll also get an achievement for taking the mask off your face once you get here. So with that done, we're gonna just creep around the mall. It is a fairly big mall and you have to listen for the security guard. So we're gonna go back out the way we came. It is very dark, and if you listen carefully, you can hear him walking. There's a directory. I'm not gonna use it. We're gonna move forward and hope he's not in the area ahead of me. You're gonna end up getting kicked out probably a dozen times trying to do this. If you know where he is, once you get kicked out, you know where he is. You're going to go back any direction that you choose and then go back the way you came. If he was in a direction and then he killed you, he's going to be in that exact same direction once you hit retry. Now he's gone. I don't hear anything. We're going to move forward. Now he's in the shop that I need to go in, so instead I'm going to go into the food court. Now he's by the payphone, so I'm gonna head back. And now he's no longer in the candy shop. I'm gonna go inside. This is something that if you walk around the mall, you'll get clues as to what you need from this store. 1 pound of candy for $10 means nothing. You do need to find a receipt on the ground that'll tell you how much candy you need to put on the scale that will open this secret door back here. The door does lead to Slappy, so it is not an urgent thing to get to. You do, however, need green cotton candy, so make sure that you pick that up. We're gonna take it. The clue that you need is in the security office, and it'll tell you what kind of things that you need. Either way, you need to try and pick up every object in the game, so we're gonna pick up the green cotton candy. You're going to need it regardless. Now, he's there. I can see him in the dark shadows. We're not going to go forward. I'm going to go back to the food court. He's no longer by the payphone, but his shadow is behind me. You have to watch that shadow. Okay, so now that we're at the payphone, my phone is dying, so we're going to plug it in. So you're going to click use, and then click on the outlet. You're gonna have to leave your phone here to charge, so you will not be able to use it. The second thing you're gonna do is open the phone book. You'll see all of these names. What you need to click on is Goldberg and memorize. Then you'll be able to use the phone. Do not use the phone. You need the change, and you need to distract the security guard before you touch the phone. If you touch the phone, he will kill you. So we're going to leave our cell phone here. We're not going to touch the phone, and we're just going to walk away. Now he's still behind you. There's nowhere else you can go. So you're going to move forwards and backwards until he's gone. Okay, his shadow's gone. You can now leave too. Okay, his shadow's behind me, so I'm gonna head forward. Here you're going to want to take a calendar. There's a figurine, playing cards, a t-shirt, a bonsai tree, and then these phone straps. That is everything that you can take from the kiosk. You can look at the kiosk. It's just going to say it's an unattended mall kiosk. We're going to keep heading forward. There's a roll of film here. Make sure that you take it. Again, he's behind me. You can see his shadow there. So I'm going to quickly move forward. We're going to go into Mayfield's. It's a department store. There's a leprechaun. He's going to give you a riddle. You're going to need to know what object that you have that he's requesting. If you get it wrong, he will kill you. So make sure that you save before you talk to him. So on a wall, not a table, I watch from a distance. When you dine, I'm too pretty to offer assistance. So what he's talking about is that decorative wall plate, the one you took from the kitchen. This is why it is important to take every object, because he does require some weird shit. So I'm going to use the deco plate, and then I'm going to put it on top of him. He's upset because I got it right. And then he leaves you alone. So I'm going to go into the women's department. And you're going to take objects. Now, I can hear the security guard, which means he's either in the next room or he's back in the room I came from. I'm going to go into the fitting room. So his shadow is there, but he's not in this room, thank goodness. So you're going to open the doors and you're going to take the objects that are in the fitting room. The receipt is something that you need for the candy store. There is a green dress. We're going to take that. Now, because he's in that direction, you're going to have to go out into shoes. You can't go back the way you came. So now that we're in the shoe department, you're going to take some shoes. There's this pair. These slippery looking ones. Now his shadow just appeared in this corner, so he's following you. You're going to want to take these red heels. And then you're also going to want to take this foot measurer. And you're going to want to back out into makeup the way you came. Now we're going to leave the department store. And we're going to go back to the candy store. Okay, so you're going to want to look at the receipt. It says that somebody bought $7.30 worth of candy. So that is your clue. You're going to take one of these candy bags. You're going to take candy until the scale says that it weighs exactly $7.30. If you take too much candy, your thing will explode and then you'll have to start over. So we're going to take chocolate pretzels. Do not touch any of these purple boxes. You will die. We're going to take peanut butter cups. We're going to take sugar caps. We're going to take fruit orbs. And we're going to take fruit caps. So again, that was these two, those two, and this one. Now you're going to examine the register. You're going to use your candy bag. And you're going to put it on the scale. It equals 7.30, la-di-da. This door opens on the side. Do not go in there. This is a security good note that you can take. You can also take this trait if you're looking to get all the items in the game. He appeared behind you. You do need to move when he's behind you. I'm going to take a look at the phone, see how charged it is. So it did not charge that much. It went up 1 bar. I'm going to plug it back in. I don't hear him behind me, so I'm just going to head back. But he's still standing there, so I'm going to go forward again. And then I'll head back. Okay, he's gone, so I'm going to go back again. Now, if you look at the security note, it just tells you that they wanted to jot down a quick message. That's the first night they actually worked in the mall before you. It's the last week, blah, blah, blah. He's going to tell you how to get to the security office. So he's going to tell you, once you get inside, you want to go straight, left, right, straight, and then there's more. And then you want to take 2 rights, a final left, and then go straight. And then you'll hit the office. So, this is an important next step. That's the step I'm going to take next. Because I need the change that's in here. So I'm going to head back towards the entranceway. Okay, so you're going to move down the side hall. Now you're going to enter this door. So, we're going to go straight. And then you're going to go left. You're going to go right. Straight. You're going to go right. Right. A final left. And then straight. Now that we're here, you're going to examine the monitors. If you click on them, they tell you things like this seems to be the bookstore. Figure staring directly at you. Is it Slappy? You can click them all if you want to. It's not really that important. You want to take these 5 objects. The note, the report, the magazine, and then the photo of the shoplifter, and this very last object, another note, and this gives you a button. You're going to use the button. That drains the fountain. Okay, so you're gonna go to exit. Someone or something may have severed the power line. Now you're in this creepy moment. Now you want to pay attention to the clues. If you hear something in your ear, it doesn't say which one, you want to run backwards. If it says there's something that you can hear behind you, you want to run a different way. Okay, so now you're back in the mall again. We're gonna go back to the center of the mall. We're gonna go forward again because there's the shadow of the security guard. You're gonna listen for him. And I don't hear him, so I'm gonna go back. He's still there, so I'm gonna go forward again. Actually, I'm just gonna go in this room. Now I'm gonna back out and I'm gonna go back into the mall. And I'm gonna try and go back again. Okay, and he's gone, so I'm going to take the money out of the fountain. I'm gonna go back into the candy shop. And you're gonna wanna collect these if you're looking for all the items in the game. So you're gonna want the red cotton candy, there's yellow, there's a purple one, there's blue, and then the green you already have. So you'll just want every color. There's 5 colors. We have the green somewhere else because we took it earlier. So this is the chance that you want to look at your memos. You can look at them. So this is just telling you that the owner of the kiosk just outside has agreed to lock up each night. So the kiosk is going to have a spare key to the hat store. You are going to need that key. This is the shoplifter. You can look at the photograph. The report is gonna be the official report detailing the shoplifter. So the female, or the suspect was female, she had green hair and she was wearing a red dress and red heels. So we already have the red dress, red heels. You have the green cotton candy that we're going to use as hair. If you look at the photograph says was wearing a nice hat but cheap looking jewelry. That's another clue. You're going to need to pick up all of those clues. So now that I have every piece of cotton candy, I'm going to leave. And we're gonna go back to the kiosk. You're gonna open the tiny chest and you're gonna take the store key. Now that you have the change, we're gonna go to the arcade and you're going to take a look at the skee ball, examine it, use your spare change in the coin slot. This gives you a whole bunch of balls. So what's going to happen is you're going to take each skee ball, you're going to put it down until you find the lane that hits the 50 mark. So that one's another 20. We're going to try this far left lane. It is random. Every time that you play, it will be a different slot. But you need to find the one that gives you the 50. So this will give you tickets. Just take them. You're not going to have enough. So you're going to want to keep playing until you can get the one that uses the 50. So we found it. So now you're going to place all your balls in the exact same one. Then you're going to take all these tickets as well, and you're going to leave the skee ball. We're going to go to the ticket counter. You're going to place all of these tickets in the ticket box. Now it says it's not enough for available prizes. They deject your tickets And then that means that you have to play again. Now the exact same hole is where you're going to want to aim them. You're going to want to take the more tickets and go back to the ticket box. Now you can only afford toy jewelry. That's good. That's all you need. So you're going to take the jewelry. Now the store key that you just grabbed, we're going to use it on this door. That's going to lead you to the hat shop. So you're going to want to go in. You're going to want to make sure you take the suspenders. You're going to want to take the tie. And this is only if you're looking for every object in the game. The hat rack, you're going to want to make sure you take all the hats from that. There is only one you need. That's this hat here, the sun hat, if you're only looking for what you need. If you're looking for everyone in the game, make sure you click them all. You're going to take the beanie, the derby hat. I believe that's all the hats. I think there's just 5. So now that we have the suspenders, the tie, and the 5 hats, we're going to leave. And I'm going to head back into the mall. And what we're going to do is go back up to the department store. Now he's in the department store that we need to go into, so we're going to go back again. I'm going to go back into the department store. And he's gone now, so we're going to continue on into the department store. So now that we're in the department store, you need to go into the women's. And this is the tricky part. You need a mannequin. 2 of these mannequins have ghosts in them, and they will kill you. So it's luck of the draw. Whatever mannequin that you pick that has a ghost in it will always have a ghost in it, so it'll just be the best 2 out of 3. I'm going to choose the middle one. So that one's a ghost. Now we have to go back and pick a different mannequin. Going back to the women's department. You'll have to pick a second one. That one showed up in my inventory. Now that we have her, we're going to go back. And you're going to go all the way back out into the mall. We're going to go where we need to, and that's over here. So what you're going to want to do is take your mannequin and you're going to want to put it in this blank space. You're going to want to put the sun hat on it. And that's the hat from the photograph. You're going to want to put the cheap jewelry on it. You're going to want the red shoes. The red dress. And then the shoplifter had green hair, so you're going to use the green cotton candy as hair. Now if you look at it, it'll tell you, you're confident this matches the shoplifter's description. So the security guard is going to be distracted by this. You're going to head straight back to the payphones. Glad I didn't run into him. We're going to go to the food court. Go straight back to the payphones. Make sure you grab your cell phone. Do not leave it here. So I'm going to take my phone, fully charged now because we've left it there the whole time that we were doing other things. Now you're going to use your change. And you're going to use it on the payphone. You're going to pick it up, you're going to call. You're going to have some dialogue, conversation. And he's going to tell you that he's on his way, but that you need to distract Slappy. Okay, so now that we've called R.L. Stine, we're going to go back and Okay, so now that we've made our phone call to R.L. Stine, we're going to go back and distract Slappy. So we're going to go into Cavity City. Now we're going to go into that door that we opened before. This is where Slappy is. If you go in there before you call R.L. Stine, you end up dying. So if you're looking for the achievement to die in 10 unique ways, you can go in there, but be prepared that you are going to die until you talk to him. So we're going to head on into the bookstore. You can look around. These are all Goosebump books on the floor. There's nothing to pick up in this room at all. It just tells you a few things. To get the dialogue started, you have to click on this dummy. It'll just say that the dummy on the floor is a ventriloquist puppet, and then is it Slappy, and then you find out no, it's not Slappy. So this puppet has different hair and everything. Where's Slappy? So, to get an achievement, a specific Slappy achievement, you're going to have to do specific dialogue. So the very first thing that you want to do is don't give your name. Then you're going to stammer it out. You're going to pick sincere. Then you're going to click whatever. And then you're going to pick challenge. And there's your achievement. The rest of the dialogue doesn't really matter. Now you're gonna pick fight back. You can pick run. I don't know what's gonna happen if you do.
Not so fast.
So congratulations, you've beat the game. This is pretty much the end of it. You talk to R.L. Stine, you'll talk to your brother, and then your mother calls you and tells you how pissed off she is that her house was left in a mess. So that's it for the game. The only things that I didn't do in this game was go through and get every object in the game. The laundry chute part of it takes a lot of work. I get tired of throwing shit down the chute, so I didn't do that in this game. I do have an achievement guide walkthrough, so if you did want to watch that to figure out where all the items are, There's that as well, but those are the only items that we didn't pick up, was all of the stuff that came out of the chute. And I did list that on one of my videos, all the items that were there. So all in all, I find that this game went pretty quick. It wasn't as in-depth as I thought that it could be or should be. I found that it didn't really tie in a lot of the Goosebumps characters like I thought that it might. It was a pretty good game, but it could be beat really fast. It could be beat within an hour or two, I find. Even including doing all of the unlocking. So that being said, it was a pretty good game. I just found that it wasn't as good as it could have been or as long as it should have been, especially for the price that you pay for it. But that being said, it was still a pretty good game, and I would definitely do a replay of it to make sure that I got all of my achievements and trophies on like PlayStation and whatnot. So like I said, that's the end of the game. You can go through and do a walkthrough. There's a couple of things that I missed in my walkthrough. You can find those on my channel. There's like some of the achievement guides, tells you step by step exactly how to aim for all of the achievements. So thanks so much for watching, and enjoy your game.